Today's video is about the Tobacco God character, who's a secret character that you can activate at this point in the game. I'm going to have this character be a helper character that can appear once per stage, at least in the first 4 stages, maybe not in the final one. And this is a character that can help you out for a little stretch in the game and then goes away. So the way you activate him for now, and I haven't completely decided on this if I want to maybe change it up, is that you'll have to just shoot at this cigarette vending machine over here and trigger the release of the Tobacco God by shooting it several times until ultimately he appears. So you see it's kicking out cigarettes, and ultimately if you hit it enough times, here he comes. So what he does is he moves along through this path, and anyone he comes into contact with dies immediately. And he's also shooting projectiles, which will also kill the enemies that it makes contact with. So he's a big help for this this brief stretch here in the level. Although you still should keep on your toes, you can still get hurt. You're not invincible, but it'll help you a lot. I know a lot of people, when they heard me talking about this game, showing it off, things like that, that they talked about Vampire Survivors a lot, which I really like. But my vision for this game was never to be like Vampire Survivors and have a lot of things automatically firing and taking out enemies, but this is probably the closest thing to that. So you kind of get this brief helper. He moves along, he shoots enemies, he helps you out, but it's never going to be this like bullet heaven game where you're not in control of everything that's happening. Like, so yeah, he's a helper character. He moves along. He's only for this short period if you activate him. And like I said, I haven't completely figured out whether I'm going to maybe change up how he's activated, make it a little bit more complicated, maybe make it so that you have to use one of your bombs on the vending machine to activate him, so there's a bit of a trade-off as opposed to shooting it a lot. But I think it's still a fair challenge to shoot that machine many times while fending off the enemies, so I might just leave it like that. And I'm not sure if people will react when they first see him as thinking maybe he's a bad guy that they need to kill. We'll see about that. I can see people definitely interpreting it that way, but I think they'll have to learn exactly what he can do and how to interact with him. So he just helps you out for this portion. Then yeah, he disappears right there. That's the end of him, and you're free to move on and keep going in the level.